Look around you. We live in an era where thousands of minds, backed by billions of dollars and predictive algorithms, are fighting for every single second of your focus. Every notification, every endless scroll, and every tailored piece of content is specifically engineered to hijack your internal narrative and strip away your peace. We have entered a time where distraction is no longer accidental. It is a business model. But the most dangerous part of this digital landscape isn't just mindless, entertaining content. It is the illusion of productivity. We spend hours engaging in philosophical scrolling, consuming self-help videos, reading Stoic quotes, and bookmarking wisdom we never intend to use. We trap ourselves in a loop of digital consumption, mistaking the act of reading about strength for actually becoming strong. Marcus Aurelius warned us about this long before the invention of screens. He demanded immediate action, not theoretical understanding. When you spend your energy consuming ideas without applying them, reading about Stoicism becomes nothing more than a modern avoidance tactic, a comfortable blanket that shields you from the discomfort of real-world practice. Amidst the noise of a hyper-connected world, one ancient instruction cuts through the chaos like a blade. Marcus Aurelius wrote down a command so simple, yet so brutal, that most modern consumers of self-improvement completely ignore it. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Think about how much mental energy you waste debating ethics online, analyzing digital virtues, or constantly planning how you will improve your life tomorrow. We obsess over defining character instead of demonstrating it. Aurelius's neglected rule forces a shift from endless contemplation to radical simplicity. It strips away the intellectual performance and leaves you with only one test: your objective character in this exact moment. In an era drowning in a deluge of information, this single directive serves as an ultimate shortcut. You do not need another strategy. You do not need another philosophy video to tell you what to do. You already know what is right. The moment you stop debating and start acting, the overwhelming complexity of the modern world instantly collapses into absolute clarity. To survive the relentless pressure of the modern world, you must build what Stoics called the inner citadel, an unassailable fortress within your own mind. The external world will always be chaotic, noisy, and unpredictable. Algorithms will continue to push outrage, fear, and short-term dopamine. You cannot control the digital tide, but you possess absolute control over what you allow to penetrate your mind. Mastering the inner citadel means ruthlessly filtering external noise through the lens of objective judgment. When news, notifications, or digital chaos reach you, pause. Ask yourself, is this within my control? Does this require my immediate action? If the answer is no, it has no place inside your fortress. True inner peace is not found by escaping to a quiet place. It is built by cultivating a quiet mind in the middle of a storm. When you embody Marcus Aurelius's forgotten command, when you drop the debate and become the embodiment of discipline, focus, and presence, the digital chaos loses all its power over you. You stop reacting to the world and you begin to master it. The reason most people stay trapped in digital anxiety is that they have traded deep focus for superficial awareness. They know a little bit about everything happening in the world, yet they know nothing about themselves. Marcus Aurelius understood that true power comes from voluntary ignorance, the conscious decision to ignore things that do not contribute to your character or purpose. In a world that demands your constant attention, choosing not to care about the trivial, the viral, and the temporary is a form of mental self-defense. Every time you resist the urge to check a notification, respond to a digital provocation, or engage in mindless outrage, you are reclaiming a piece of your sovereignty. You are proving that your attention belongs to you, not to an algorithm designed to profit from your distraction. This brings us to the core of Stoic mastery, the discipline of desire and aversion. Modern technology works by constantly conditioning you to desire things you do not need and fear things that cannot truly hurt you. It creates artificial urgency, making you feel as though you are falling behind if you are not perpetually connected. But when you look through the lens of Marcus Aurelius, you realize that nothing external can touch your soul unless you give it permission to do so. Your stress does not come from the news, the economic uncertainty, or the chaos of the digital realm. It comes from the judgments you form about those things. Strip away the opinion, and the pain disappears. Realize that you have the power to step back and say, "This does not concern me," and watch how instantly your mental clarity returns. Understanding philosophy is useless if it vanishes the moment you face a real-world temptation or stressor. You must train your mind like a soldier trains for battle, treating every moment of digital temptation as a physical rep in the gym. When you feel the pull to escape into your phone, pause and recognize that moment for what it truly is, a test of your internal citadel. Choose action over consumption. Choose creation over passive observation. The modern world will continue to accelerate, becoming louder, faster, and more addictive with every passing year. But you do not have to be swept away by the current. By standing firm in direct action and absolute mental discipline, you become the calm eye in the middle of the hurricane, unmovable, focused, and entirely in control. To master this level of internal strength, you must understand the difference between passive knowledge and active transformation. Most people use personal development as an intellectual shield. They collect books, save articles, and watch videos like this one, believing that the mere act of absorbing information equates to growth. But knowledge without application is nothing more than sophisticated procrastination. Marcus Aurelius did not write his private journal to build an audience or prove his intelligence to the world. He wrote it to survive the weight of an empire. Every sentence was a directive to himself, a reminder to realign his mind with nature, duty, and virtue in real time. If you want to break free from the digital noise, you must approach your life with that same level of brutal honesty and immediate execution. Look at the way you handle your daily choices. Are you directing your life, or are you merely reacting to the prompts given to you by external forces? Every time you allow a random notification to dictate your emotions or a headline to shatter your calm, you are surrendering your sovereignty. You become a puppet to whatever entity controls the digital landscape. The Stoic path demands that you reclaim that ownership. It asks you to look at every single distraction, not as a harmless distraction, but as a direct challenge to your freedom. When you reframe digital noise as a threat to your autonomy, resisting it stops being a chore and becomes a matter of self-respect and survival. This is where true freedom begins, in the radical acceptance of what is and the ruthless control over how you respond. The modern world promises comfort, convenience, and endless stimulation, but in exchange, it quietly strips away your focus, your endurance, and your peace of mind. By choosing the hard path, the path of deliberate focus, silent action, and unwavering mental discipline, you separate yourself from the crowd. You step out of the loop of endless consumption and step into the role of a creator, a commander of your own destiny. The noise will continue to build outside your fortress, but inside, you remain calm, composed, and absolutely unshakable. Consider the long-term cost of living a life dictated by modern mental clutter. When you allow your focus to be fragmented every few minutes, you gradually lose the ability to think deeply, to solve complex problems, and to endure prolonged discomfort. You trade long-term fulfillment for short-term stimulation. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself that life is short, and time is the only resource that can never be recovered. Every moment you spend engaging in trivial digital debates, worrying about things outside your control, or consuming content without purpose is a moment of your life that you actively surrender. The real tragedy is not that life is short, but that we waste so much of it chasing illusions engineered by others. To truly master your mind in this modern environment, you must adopt a stance of radical intentionality. This means auditing your environment, your habits, and your thoughts, with uncompromising severity. Ask yourself what truly deserves a place in your mental sanctuary and cut away everything else without hesitation. Freedom does not come from having endless choices or infinite information at your fingertips. True freedom is the ability to master your desires, command your attention, and remain unmoved regardless of what happens around you. When you align your thoughts with virtue, your actions with duty, and your mind with absolute presence, you stop being a victim of the modern world and become an embodiment of quiet power. Now, as you step back into reality, remember that wisdom is not proved by what you say, what you read, or what you save for later. It is proved solely by how you live, how you react under pressure, and how relentlessly you guard your inner peace. Stop waiting for ideal conditions to cultivate discipline, and stop seeking permission from a chaotic world to build a quiet mind. The world outside will always attempt to pull you into its noise, but the power to remain centered sits entirely within you. Shut down the distraction, embrace the silence, take absolute ownership of your attention, and let your character speak through bold, deliberate, and silent action. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button and subscribe to InspireU to join a community dedicated to mastery, strength, and inner peace. Leave a comment below with the words, "I control my mind," to signal your commitment to taking back your focus. Protect your clarity, stay unshakable, and I will see you in the next video.